I don't know. This the part 9 stands is what I'm excited for to see what he's gonna go.
Because they always get more complex, and I'm waiting. Because part 8 was pretty complex at points. Like there was one girl with like fucking vectors and shit. She's like, and it's like really weird.
Even in part 6, the nigga with the rods, I was like, what is this? How did Araki even think of this? What was he like reading a book and he was like, I like that one.
Well, apparently it's based on this thing where like back in the day, where in old cameras they'll take pictures. There would be like these rod things, and they didn't know what it was. But all it was like insects just flying. But since the cameras weren't good enough, it elongated the insect, so it was a myth. Basically.
Yeah, I get the concept, but I'm saying, how does Araki just think of this stuff though?
I don't know.
Because like same thing with the underworld guy. I'm like, what do you think of this? It's just like, a tragic event where people die, live it, let it survive. It's such a bizarre concept.
I know.
How does Araki's mind work sometimes?
I try to fathom it because like I like making stand abilities. I try it. I'm like, this nigga just is absurd. Like in part 6, some of those stand abilities were just weird, and like I will be like, yeah, I guess this makes sense. Like I found myself a lot while watching part 6 just accepting like, yeah, this stand ability works because it does.
Wait till you get to part 8. Part 8's like,
dude, and then there's one in part 7 where I'm just like, dude, because Araki talked about how he figured out hot pants to stand. He was like, I was just looking at my shaving cream and I was like,
that was so funny. Hot pants is so
and
weird.
I was like, what?
When I first saw it, I was like, what is
this? Looking at it and be like, I know what I'm gonna do with this, but Araki's just his dark, twisted mind.
It reminds me of like Stephen King. Like, have you ever heard Stephen King's writing style?
Yeah.
Like, he'll just like look at random objects like a lamp. He's like, okay, how can I make a lamp scary? And then he just writes, and it's scary.
Yeah. See, like when people do something like that and straightforward enough, we're like, yeah, that makes sense. Like Stanley, he looked at a fly. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna make a Spider-Man.
Fly man. Oh.
Yeah, fly man.
I mean, let's not act like Stanley's mind was crazy,
but
bro.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Spider-Man.
when it's straightforward like that, like yeah, I get that. But Araki's like, yeah, I see that trash bag. You know what? I'm gonna make a reality warp trash bag. That's what it is.
It's infinite. It's like, if you go in it, you die.
You can see like the surface level of where the idea came from, but just the expansion on the idea is what's so crazy.
It makes no sense.
Well, I didn't even see like there's certain stands like where do you even think about for D4C? I don't even know what he would think about.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, how do you even think of that? Like, when you learn what it is, Devin, it's like, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Araki was talking to his editor, and he was like, I got an idea for D4C, and editor was like, hold up, let him cook.
Well, it's like the paper gun from part 4. It's just like, oh, this is a gun coming out of my
But that makes enough sense. We're like, that's a cool ability. I like it.
Yeah, everything like up to part 5 like made sense. I can't remember any part 5 stands that were like confusing really.
Green Day?
That made sense.
Green Day kind of made sense.
If you're below them,
it was based on a mold. That made sense.
It was a simple ability.
Oh, because it's called, yeah, never
And
mind, yeah.
the mold, you die.
Yeah.
Like it's just part 6 and on is where Rocky started going, all right, let me just be crazy.
He was in his bag.